Hello, this is simple and compound interest, lesson 2. In this, I will discuss some examples on simple interest. In the previous class, I discussed about the basics of simple interest. Let's continue with the example. First example I'm going to take. Let's say suppose that principal is given to you as 16,000. This is the principal that is given to you. Rate of interest is, let's say, 8% per annum. This is given to you 8% per annum. Need to calculate A25, that is amount after 25 years. This is what you need to calculate, amount after 25 years. A25 means amount after 25 years. Now we know that amount after 25 years would be how much? This is principal plus simple interest of 25 years, as we need to calculate simple interest of 25 years. Now, as discussed in the previous lessons, simple interest of 1 year is equals to R% of P. In the previous class I discussed. In this case, rate of interest, that is R% is 8% per annum. So 8% of 16,000. That would be your simple interest of 1 year. As simple interest of same every year, simple interest of 25 years would be 25 times simple interest of 1 year, that is R% of P. So 25 into 8% of P, that is 16,000. This is, we will get 200% of principal. So finally simple interest will be 200% of principal. So what is 200% of any number? 200% means 200 by 100 into P. Percent, how to open the percent? Divided by 100. This is 2P. So your interest for 25 years would be 2P. So P plus 2P is the simple interest. Answer is 3P. We know that P was, our principal was 16,000. 3 into 16,000, this is 48,000 would be your total amount after 25 years. Next question I'm going to discuss is, the question says that a sum of rupees 4,000 becomes 4,800 in 2 years under simple interest. Find the rate of interest per annum. In this, your principal is 4,000. In exam, you have to write minimum in order to solve the question. Now, amount after 2 years, A2 stands for amount after 2 years is 4,800. Now, what will be the simple interest for 2 years? Simple interest of 2 years. This is amount minus principal, that is 800. This is simple interest of 2 years. Now we know that simple interest of 2 years is how much? Simple interest of 2 years is equal to twice of simple interest of 1 year, because simple interest is same every year, that is R% of P. So can I say 800 is equal to twice of, let's say rate of interest is R% of principal, that is 4,000. So divide this, it will become 400 is equals to R% of 4,000. Now by common sense, what should be the value of R? What percent of 4,000 we will get? 400. So by common sense, the answer is 10%. R is equals to 10%, because 10% of 4,000 is 400. So in this way, you can solve these kind of easy question with minimum writing. The next question is, what principal would amount to 9,600? This is amount in 5 years. Rate of interest is 12% per annum under simple interest. We know that amount after 5 years, A5, amount after 5 years is 9,600. This is equals to principal plus simple interest of 5 years. 9,600 P. What is simple interest of 5 years? Simple interest is same every year. This is equals to 5 times simple interest of 1 year. 9,600 is equals to P plus 5 times simple interest of 1 year is R% of P. We know that value of R 9,600 is equals to P plus 5 times 12% of P. This equals 9,600 equals to P plus 60% of P. What is 60%? 60% is P plus 60%. If you open this, 60 by 100, 3 by 5 P. This is 8 by 5 P. So I will get 8 by 5 P is equals to 9,600 This is 1200. So P would be 6000. So my final answer would be principal is 6000 rupees. The question says that at what rate of interest per annum will a sum of money become triple itself in 8 years? Now remember that in aptitude exam we need to solve the question with least amount of time. Least amount of time we need to solve the question using logic, assumptions, concept and options. I will discuss option based questions when the questions will be of medium difficulty level. Right now I will solve with the help of logic, assumption and concept. We have to write minimum. Now what the question says that at what rate of interest will a sum of money triple itself in 8 years? Now in this case you can assume any principal. Let's see, the initial principal was, your P was rupees 100. It becomes amount after 8 years, as the question says that in 8 years the money got tripled. In 8 years the amount becomes 300, that is 3 times of itself. Now this is the amount. What is the amount? Amount is equal to principal plus simple interest of 8 years. Now principal we know that it was 100 we invested. Simple interest for 8 years is 200. Simple interest of 8 years is 200. So we know that simple interest of 8 years will be 8 times the simple interest of 1 year, that is R% of P. 8 times the simple interest of 1 year, that is equal to 200. Simple interest of 8 years is 200. Now what is the simple interest of 8 years? 8 times simple interest of 1 year. So R% of P you will get 25. R% of P is the principal, that is 100, is 25. Now by common sense, what percent of 100 will come 25? Obviously R is 25% because 25% of 100 is 25. So in this way you can solve the question in least possible time using assumptions and logic. In this case I have applied assumptions as well as logic. Assumptions means that I have assumed that principal is 100. This principal will become triple, that is 300 in 8 years. So 300 was amount. In this 100 was initial money you invested, that is principal. So your interest for 8 years is 200. 8 years interest is 200. As simple interest is same every year. So 1 year simple interest would be 25 and principal was 100. So R is 25%. Next example, example number 5. A sum under simple interest amounts to rupees 128 in 3 years and 192 in 7 years. This is the amount. You need to find the principal as well as rate of interest per annum. So it is given to you amount 3, A3 is equals to 128, amount after 3 years. Now what is the amount after 3 years? This is equals to principal plus simple interest of 3 years. Principal plus simple interest of 3 years is equals to 3 times R% of P. 3 times simple interest of 1 year, that is R% of P. Amount after 7 years is 192. This will be equals to P plus simple interest of 7 years, that is P plus 7 times simple interest of 1 year, that is R% of P. This is these two equations are formed. Now P and P is common in both the equations. So if you subtract 2 minus 1, second minus 1 equation, you will get 64 on the left hand side. This difference is 64. 64 is equals to, now 7 into R plus P minus 3 into R plus P. You will get 4 times R% of P. This equals to 16 R% of P. What is R% of P? This is simple interest of 1 year. So simple interest of 1 year, that is R% of P is your 16. You put it any of the equation, you will get the principal. We know that A3. What was our A3? A3 was principal plus simple interest of 3 years. That is P plus thrice of R% of P. This was 128, A3 was 128 Principal we need to calculate. Now 3 into r percent of p. This we know that is equals to 48 because r percent of p is 16. So 3 into r plus p is 48. So by this we will get p is equals to 128 minus 48, that is rupees 80. So 80 rupees was your principal. Now once you calculate the principal, you can always calculate the rate of interest. We know that simple interest of 1 year, that is 16, is equals to r percent of p. 16 is equals to r percent of p. We already calculated this is 80. Now what percent of 80 is 16? 20%. Straight away answer would be 20% because 20% of 80 would be 16. Otherwise you can solve by conceptually. This is r by 100. R percent means r by 100 into 80. This is 24. This is 5. 4 4 ja 16. So r will be 20. Otherwise, once you have done the chapter of percentage, you must have known this. What percent of 80 will become 16? Because 10% of 80 will be 8. So 20% would be 16. This is the last question of this session. Question says that a sum becomes twice of itself under simple interest in 5 years at some fixed rate of interest per annum. The question says that the same sum under same rate of interest will become 6 times of itself in how many years? Let me first explain you the question. The question says that, for example, you invested p rupees under simple interest. Suppose that the rate of interest is r percent per annum. This amount in 5 years, this principal in 5 years becomes twice of itself, that is 2p. 5 years r percent simple interest. The same sum, that is p, under same simple interest, same rate of interest per annum, in how many years, the question need to calculate, will becomes 6 times of itself. This is what we need to calculate. 6 times of itself. Now, as I told you, we can solve the question using concept, logic, option and assumptions. So as nothing is given in this question about the principal, so you can assume the initial principal as per your convenience. So I will assume that initial principal is rupees 100. So rupees 100 you invested in r percent per annum simple interest in 5 years. This money becomes 200, twice of itself. What we need to calculate? This 100 rupees under same r percent per annum simple interest in how many years will becomes 600, that is 6 times of itself. Now get back to the basics. This 200 is amount after 5 years. Because you invested principal as 100, you are getting 200, that is twice the money in 5 years. This is the amount. Amount is equal to principal plus simple interest of 5 years. So principal is 100. So simple interest of 5 years you are getting is 100. So 5 years simple interest you are getting is 100. This is the amount after, let's say, n years. We don't know how many years. It becomes 600. So I am assuming it's n years. 600. This will be again equals to principal plus simple interest of n years. Now again the principal is 100. So what simple interest we need? We need simple interest of 500 rupees. Now very important to understand is that we know that simple interest is same for a particular set of period. Simple interest of first 5 years. 5 years. Simple interest of first 5 years is, we already know, this is 100 rupees. This 100. Simple interest of 5 years. So simple interest for every set of 5 years will be 100. Simple interest of next 5 years will be 100. Because simple interest is same for every particular set of period. Because what is simple interest of 5 years? This is equals to 5 times r percent of p. This will also be 5 times r percent of p. So simple interest for every set of 5 years is 100. So how many set of 5 years we need in order to make the simple interest 500? We need 5 such period of 5 years. So we need 25 years because every set of 5 years your simple interest is 100. So 5 year, 5 year, 5 year, 5 year, 5 year, 5 times we will get 500 rupees as simple interest. So in simple way, your 100 will become 600 in 25 years. So answer is 25 years. This question can be solved in exam in less than 30 seconds. I'm explaining you how you can solve this question in less than 30 seconds. Whatever I have written, you have to think that in brain. Suppose that you invested 100 becomes 200 in 5 years. So simple interest of 5 years is 100. What you need to do, you need to invest 100 and get 600. So 600 is the amount. So your simple interest should be 500. By simple logic, 100 simple interest comes in 5 years. So 500 simple interest will come in 25 years, because every set of 5 years you are getting 100. So 25 years you will simple interest will be 500. So answer is 25 years. So in this way you can solve the question of simple interest using logic, assumptions and concept. Thank you.